They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Check 37. Check 37. Motion.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Hey! Right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Here we go, here we go. 25, check 25, check 25. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Preston Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Here's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 26-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. They complete it to Hill. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Flushed out right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
56. Mike, 56. Box it.
Working from the gun. Rodgers steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bengals nothing.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's Hill, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
52's the mic, boys. 52. 65. 65. 52's the mic.
Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
52's the mic right here. 52's the mic. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Here we go. 50. Over.
They run it with McCammon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's get it. 258. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey. 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. All you get is hey, exit.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the... into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers now on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boys.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Get ready. Switch gears. SOS. Take four. Let me get it.
They'll go with a big bang, Crowell. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson now. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 22, check, cover. 22, set up.
They go play action now. Jackson buying time to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Gets this one to Hill. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down, being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. I got him. Mike 52.
Jackson now going to throw again to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
We want it. Come on. Let's go. Check that little Mike 52 right here. 52. I'm coming.
Again, Jackson steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gay knocks this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And did the Titans get this? Yes, Tennessee football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On second and 11 now. Rodgers, throw left side complete. That's Grant. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Charlie. Tackle. Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
From the gun, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Jackson on first down. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Check. Slam. Check 31.
Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
They can't hang with us. Check me,
They run once more with McKinnon. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Green 18. Hey, eat. Hey, let's get that ball, D. That's what we do.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Bengal 1st down on a 16-yard pickup there. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. Screen play, McKinnon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
first and 10. Jackson going deep for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. They'll roll him out right. Going, man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. From the gun, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He'll try, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15.
I'm going to run you over.
Now McKinnon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Shannon, 319. 55 to Mike. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's
Frank,
complete.
so what
7
what
yards.
should I do, dog?
Pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag
what should
route
I do?
on as your primary call, you've got to be really
this nigga,
careful
he
as a
beating
passer
me.
about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough
I can
coverage.
show you, like I'm streaming. He said he got the highest internet speed, and I can show you that it's been, like I can take pictures when I go back on my game, that the screen done popped up that the nigga internet is bad. So it's the beginning. It's the beginning of the fourth quarter. So what should I do? It's 38-0. Like I ain't been able to. I've been putting it in the chat.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I put it in the chat, and nobody responded.
McKinnon now going to try the left side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
That thing shouldn't even come up, right?
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he slings one that's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Rodgers to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Watch the slant.
Rodgers now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To throw again on second down. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game. And to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
What up?
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
From my perspective.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 41. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
It's all good.
So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special team. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
No, it's like on some plays they don't do it every time, but sometimes, like some plays it'll lag on you, or like it'll speed up, or this. Yeah, and I can show it to you. Then he was like, nigga, I got the highest speed internet. So I'm like, well, if I can show you, I can prove it to you, nigga. We gotta start over. You know, I can prove it to you because I'm streaming. Like I'm about to go right after the game. I'm gonna go and screenshot every the times that it said it, nigga. Like I ain't gotta lie about it. I just beat this nigga, dog. Like, nigga, but now it's 46-3. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, man. It's all good, though. Then I did everything I was supposed to do.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following
quarter.
the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
It's caught here by Adams. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I had both of y'all in the game, but it's whatever, man. No problem, whatever.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Going for it with McKinnon. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check three. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check three. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Here's Jackson. Throwing again. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Jackson flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know it's good.
And the pressure gets to him again. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Check the backer. Bang, 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 bang. Short.
So that'll back him up 5. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Looking for Pryor long. And this is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3rd and short, McKinnon. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Come on, fellas. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go. It's coming this way. Here we go. Delta. Kill. Shift. 36.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Cut. Mike 50, please. I'm coming for you.
To throw again. Jackson. Looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it.